Oh, hello YouTube, and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. So, hope you're all doing well. Right now I'm just getting my thing set up here on my laptop, so that I can interact with you guys if you guys were to join me live. Yeah, this is just another daily video where I would do some resin spending. Already, the server has reset already in my area, on technically a little later than the last few days. But that's okay because I already did a earlier live stream where I made my attempt for the current Spiral Abyss cycle as well. If you're interested, it's on my channel already. Yeah, but right now I am just setting up my laptop so that the screen will appear. One sec here. While I'm doing it at the same time. But yeah, so it's gonna be, I mean, fairly straightforward as per usual. I will just be, spending my resin and chatting with you guys if you guys are available. If not, then that's fine. But yeah, give me one sec here. And for anyone new to the channel, or if you're watching this on replay, please make sure that you guys are subscribing. Please like the video, hit the notification bell, and feel free to leave me any comments or questions, either live in the live chat or in the comment section after the video has posted and after the live stream has ended. Yeah. So yeah, one sec here. I'm just adding. In this case, I'm just quickly adding the thumbnail and everything like that right up front as well because I already did that already. So yeah. Okay, and then typing in the name of the game. Okay, saving the thumbnail. Okay. So then, so today after I did the Abyss, lightly farmed some mining materials because I actually had a lot already left over from yesterday somehow. So I just went around and collected a few more, and so I already have the amount that's required. But I will still collect a little bit on the video now, because obviously it's just in advance for the next time. Oh, and this is the end of the flower event, I'm thinking. So let's just let the blacksmith do his job first. So let's do that first. Give me a sec here. Okay, hang on, and then, oops. So then there's a little prompt here when I posted the thumbnail. Okay, perfect, good. Okay, back into the chat now. Okay, here we go. So then, yeah, we have all this already ready to go. I went and farmed some of the purple ones, that's why. Not a lot, but just enough, because you only need 120 between the purple and the blue in total, because that's all you can get for 30 mystic ores maximum, basically. Yeah, and I'm not gonna like use any of my my billets or whatever or prototypes to go for any of these. I don't really care. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And then I'm gonna buy out the Inazuma Blacksmith shop. Obviously, always recommended to buy this out every day, even if you don't have any weapons currently to upgrade in your roster. It's always good because you never know when you'll want to have some extra experience fodder to use up. Okay, is she gonna? What happens afterward? I'm curious. Oh, has ended. Oh, okay. That's all? Oh, I thought she'll give me like something to be like, oh, thank you for helping me and blah blah blah, and then give me like 10,000, Mora or something. I don't know. Okay, no, clearly not. Okay, fine, whatever. So this is just, oh, people being nice and giving me flowers. Okay, that's nice. Let me go find that person. Mari. She wanted that. There you go. Have it. I don't even know there's no real need to keep all the flowers anyway, because they're just for decoration. So I'll do these three now, and then they're done for the day, and then, yeah, we'll just move on with our lives. Um, Perfect. So where is the thing today? Where is it? Okay. Hang on, I just saw something. What's this? Oh, that's just the boat. Okay. Oh, and there's a commission nearby, so maybe I'll just get rid of that too. I'll always take the free items here. Okay. And there's a Tanuki here and like Mora. Okay, so currently there's no one in the chat, which is fine. It's just my laptop, so it's fine. So then, I'll just focus on what I need to do. And then, it is around 2 a.m. my time, in my time zone already, so like this stream won't be that long. But regardless, I'll still do some stuff here. Yeah, okay, let's see. So, perfect. Okay. Okay, so it's just, yeah, perfect. Okay.
我听到你。
天理长驱，
往返自然。朔风起义。很宁静之人，
天动万象。
求饶吧！
Where's the other one?
抓住你！结束！
Oh shit, I fell into the water. Ah, she's like floating.
抓住你！
安如磐石。
死神！
Okay. Push into this team. Making sure I hit the original resin button. I think we've made that mistake too many times earlier this week already, but all good. Okay. Sometimes some of those points are actually artifacts here in this location. Not every day though, it's maybe every few days. So I don't mind checking some of them. Oh, see, it's an artifact today. It's random. Oftentimes it's just like vegetables. I don't need to kill them, I don't care. Oops. Oh, that one drowned and died. That's good. Oh, it left the things there. Well, of course I'm gonna take it. Okay, fine, I'll just kill it then. Jeez.
往返自然。
Oh, that guy's in the water. Ah, he's like stuck there. Okay, whatever. Let's just kill him. Not a big deal. I don't need to kill all these guys, but I'm going to because they're being annoying right now. I don't need any of that stuff, but whatever. Okay, whatever. And the other stupid, annoying thing about this game, well, I say that in a negative way, it sounds like, but it is that why can't we sell some of our leftover stuff that we pick up, like, like, even if you get like only one more per item, like, well, you should allow us to sell it, because like we pick up like so many extra, like, what do you call them, like vegetables and like random things like these, like you should allow us to be able to like sell them for like more, I don't know. What is it now? Okay. Jeez, okay. I was trying to do this quick, in and out, but then they're attacking me. Oh right, because I picked up those plants, I guess. And then this guy, it's like, so this is so stupid. They could have repurposed this so that it makes more sense, but whatever. It's only always this one that gives you some pieces of stuff, or whatever. Not a big deal. Okay, anyway. Then I'm going to go over here because the next ley line is just over this cliff, but also this cliff has the little electro grana thing, and then below it has the crystal ores. Yep. Okay.
安如磐石，
Some light farming, not like major, but some light farming. Okay. And then I think that's it, right? There's no more. Okay. Perfect. And then that brings us to the next ley line. What was that? Okay. Something just disappeared in front of me? Okay, whatever. Yeah, okay.
固若金汤，
往返自然，求饶吧！到点儿了，御风而行，
天理长驱，
Oh, she's so tanky. As per usual, I guess. Okay, gonna switch. Yeah, and yesterday I made the silly mistake of letting my resin overflow. So today that didn't happen at least, that's good. Because I did check in earlier. Okay. Alright, and then where's the next one? It's over there, I think. And then there's a new Paimon quiz, but I can't show it on screen because on PS5 it doesn't pop up, it pops up as an overlay on top. No, actually no, not even. On PS5 I have to use a QR code and do it on my phone. So I can't show it, but it's not a big deal. It's just 10 questions, and you can retry it as many times as you want, technically, and to get everything. So that's fine. Let's see. Okay.
加快脚步。
Okay. And then after this one, we will be done this thing for the day. Okay, that was good. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then that's that for this event. There are some artifacts to pick up here. I'm gonna quickly grab them. And there's some money and all that stuff along the way. There's supposed to be some ores up here, but they didn't respawn, so it's fine. Oh, over there, okay. Only one. Okay, well, that's better than nothing. Okay. Then there's this. And then that tree over there has some ores too. But I don't need to do that ley line because I don't need it. I mean, I could do it, but I don't need it though. Nope, the ores did not respawn here. That's fine. Okay, then back over there. Because there's a band of treasure hoarders, and then going up the slope, there's like some more artifacts to collect. Here we go. This camp has stuff. I think that's it. Oh no, that's not it.
往返自然，走化，还没干完，下选错了。
Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, nothing else. And then there's one more. Yeah, right there. Then we go up that slope, and then there should be like one or two more, I think. And then, yeah. We grab it, and then we move on with our lives. Then there are commissions nearby, so I have to use my crappy team.
这次是票大了。
Okay. Again, I'm not trying to like max out getting all the artifacts, but then like I might as well just get the ones along the way here, obviously. Oh, these are not all artifacts actually. Fodder weapons are always appreciated. Then there's some here, and then I can go up that lift, I know. One down there is just vegetables, I remember that. Oh, that's vegetables too. Okay, there's nothing else here that I want. Okay, whatever, screw it. I mean, definitely there's lots of stuff to check for in this mine area, but I don't really care to do it every day. I haven't done it in a while, actually. Yeah. Fine. Cool. I'll get the few up here, and then we'll go do the commissions, and then... yeah, and then just continue farming, well, continue crafting stuff, and then, yeah, okay, nothing here. There's a new key. The beetle things. And that is that. Okay, good. So then now we go, I'll just do the commission that's here, because it's nearby. Complete the time trial. Okay, I will have to switch to my crappy team. Let's get this done. Alrighty.
这里是我的猎场，深海的加护，蹦蹦跳，百发百中。该打扫战场了，岩石的重量令人安心。
She's not strong, obviously. She's dead. But, like, you know, whatever. I'm using them, so just to get companionship. Oop, she's dead now too. Okay, whatever. Well, I can just go to like some statue and get her back to life. Okay, good. And then, where's the next one? Let's see. Here. Hey LD, how are you? Am I just farming and completing my dailies? Yeah, I just started that. Yeah, I came on later today, but I also did my my thing earlier, my my abyss run. So yeah. Are you just on here as well, or were you already doing it? Okay, where's the thing? Oh no, don't worry about it. You know, you guys don't need to apologize to me. I know we're in different time zones, so don't worry about it. Like, Chun Chun also posted on that too, so don't worry about it. Like, I know that we're kind of saying that we should do it during this time, but then I also thought, well, I mean, because I was off work and then I was at home already, so I just decided to just do it. So it's fine. Don't worry about it. All good. But you guys are so nice. You don't need to apologize. It's fine. I mean, I'll still do it, right? And then I'll still be posted, so it's all good. Okay, where am I going? What am I doing? Just logged on for the first need to... Yeah, spend your resin. Exactly. Same thing. What am I doing? I don't need to kill them. I just need to get to the whatever spot, right? I don't really need these things, but I'm gonna grab them anyway. Oh yeah, you don't even... I don't need to do anything. Okay. It's just killing them will just give you extra time, right? Oh, should be fine then. And we're done. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, and then next... Did you, LD, did you finish the Abyss already? I'm sure you did, right? Because I think Chun Chun was working on his as well, and then, like, he was at just floor 11 the other day or something? And unfortunately, I was only able to get 35 stars. I did repeat it a few times. Maybe it's my team composition and my timing, obviously. Clearly it's my timing, because I finished it with, like, 5 seconds off. Oh well. And then I retried it a few times, and obviously I made some mistake ones too, but whatever. It is what it is. I can redo it before the event ends. Ready tonight. Okay, yeah, exactly. Because we got 15 days, basically, right? So it's not even, like, a big deal. It's just a timing issue, because, like, it's stressful, obviously, because the stupid sentinel things, that's the part that pisses me off. They're not hard to kill, they're tanky, of course, but then, like, they're annoying because, obviously, they float away from each other, right? Yeah, that's the thing. That is always the big issue. But it's the same Abyss, technically, as before. No difference, really. All the enemy line is the same. Yep. And then, also maybe because I was using Hu Tao, and I'm thinking maybe in the past I was using Shangling instead, because Shangling has greater area of effect with her Pyronado, whereas Hu Tao is more like single. So maybe there's that, like, for the first half, and then, anyway, I was just thinking about it, like, whatever, it's not a big deal. Yeah. Because I think having a greater area of effect also is important, yeah. What am I doing? I should just switch to, like, Zhongli. Okay. Good, and then... Perfect. Okay, and then... Oh, I might as well go to Mondstadt first. Buy out the blacksmith there, and I can technically just give him my crystals there as well. And then, yeah, then the artifact ladies are already bought, they're only once a week, so that's done already. Let's just get these expedition items, which is technically ores as well, and money. Did you look into some crypto mining stocks, LD? I stocked up on a few more the last few days. Because it's because Bitcoin was up and Bitcoin drives that industry more or less, Bitcoin and Ethereum. So if those mining stocks go up and down with them, and so they had a run up the last week, and then this I think yesterday and today starting or maybe just today earlier today they were dropping and well Bitcoin and crypto was dropping, so then it pulled all the mining ones down, and then I think yeah that's yesterday too, yeah, so the last 2 days really, and then yeah then it's fine because it's a buying opportunity or it's an average down opportunity, so yeah. Now, I'm not saying that you have to buy them, I'm just saying, like, if you're going to. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And I'm just sharing that I did, because I did. Yeah. And also, of course, we have access to different stocks on our stock exchanges, so obviously whatever is suitable for you based on your own knowledge of your own market. And your own risk tolerance and all that, yeah. Yeah, and then like I'm looking forward to tomorrow because like, or basically the morning, because it's already like 2 a.m. here. But anyway, because the stock market here opens at 6:30 a.m. and closes at 1 p.m. our time, my time, and then because I'm on the west coast, and then we follow East Coast timing because we have time zone differences, and East Coast timing is based off of like New York and Toronto. Yeah, so then yeah. Anyway, they're 3 hours ahead. So when it's 1 o'clock here, it's 4 o'clock there, and that's when the market closes. So yeah. All good. And then for this specific commission on the screen, you're supposed to do it in a, like if you get it correct or something, you get an extra achievement. I already got the achievement before I think because I looked it up like online, and then so now it doesn't really matter what you pick. It doesn't matter at that point. Okay, nice. Yeah, yeah, that's good. ASX. Okay, cool.
向着星辰。
Yeah, and obviously now that I'm working again, like I can't watch the market all the time, but you know, in between I'll take a look because it doesn't like it's quick enough to look, right? And then I set my orders like beforehand, so you know they can just fill or do their thing if whatever, and I'll just adjust them accordingly. And that's only if I have something that I'm planning to do. Obviously, most of the time I don't actually do anything. I just look at them. I don't do anything with it. But yeah, but I guess I averaged down for a few, and then I'm looking forward, obviously, to sell them, obviously. And I'm really excited because the one that I was doing, the average down, like it ended up closing right pretty much at that price today. So then that means it ran back up to it, so that's good. It dipped in the morning, and then in the afternoon it ran back up to the price that I averaged to. So then I'm hoping that tomorrow, if it continues to go back up again, then I can just dump them, and then I would make my profit already. So yeah. That'd be great if it happens that way. If it doesn't and it ends up like dropping a little bit again, like similar pattern, like dropping in the morning and then rising in the afternoon, then so be it. But I mean, it would be best if if it just rose right away and then I can dump it. Yep. Exactly, thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I mean, definitely it's been a really great run this past month, or even from October onward, or at least from my portfolio. A lot of them are like have risen much more than I expected, so I'm very happy, obviously. So I just thought, oh, it's just really a great month because I got a new job and all that, so that's good. But then like anything can happen, and if it drops, right? But then like anyway, let's just try and see if what we can ride from it and get from it. Yeah. And with the crypto, anything related to crypto, because I'm not a long-term crypto person, even though I do believe in the power and the momentum of crypto, because I'm not a long-term, I don't see, oh, I'm sure it has long-term potential, but I don't think all of them do, right? So I'm very like short-term when it comes to anything crypto related, so I'm okay with just flipping them and just taking profits. That's just me. Now I know there are people obviously that have become mega millionaires or billionaires or whatever, where they've held their crypto long enough, and that's fine. To each their own, right? So for me, it's a kind of a balance between my risk level for it. So I'm okay just taking profits off the table whenever it's available. But I also know that even if it drops and I'm stuck with it for a little while longer than I expected, that's okay too because I know that eventually they'll go back up. So there's that too. And then the other thing I've been looking into recently was crypto rigs and crypto mines. So like the ones where you can DIY them. So you have to buy like GPUs and fans and all this other stuff and processors and stuff like that, and then you have to set it up. Yeah, so that I've been looking into that, but I'm not like ready to dip into that yet. But I'm not that technical, but I would need someone to help me set it up. I know somebody, but then like the other issue that I've heard right now is because people are all trying to do that now too. So then GPUs and all that, and in addition to the supply chain issues that we're experiencing worldwide. Um, there's a shortage of basically everything along the supply chain, especially when it comes to tech parts and computer parts and stuff. So then, and people are also buying it for the same purpose, where they're trying to make their own DIY like crypto mining in their own home, right? So then, yeah, it's gonna be hard to come by to get everything set up because you'll need like, and you also need quite a bit of investment. Obviously, that is the barrier to entry. You have to buy a bunch of, let's say GPUs, basically hardware stuff, parts, and then set it up. Setting it up isn't the hard part. It's buying and getting all the pieces that you need and making sure that you have high processing speed and good ventilation. Yeah. So anyway, I was just been looking into that. It's actually very interesting and definitely it has potential, but you have to then break even first with the amount of money that you can get from mining it and also the volatility associated with mining those things. And then obviously hope that it breaks even with the cost of buying and setting up everything like that. And in addition, those things run on electricity, so you need to make sure that you deduct out that as well to make sure that you are breaking even. So there's all these little factors, right? Something that I'm looking into, but we'll see because apparently Bitcoin is it going to end soon? And as in like, because Bitcoin is the one that has a schedule where every few years it halves the amount of supply, right? And then Ethereum is the one where every few years half of it, I don't know what it is, what it's called, but half of it disappears or half of it gets bought back, I think, automatically into reabsorbed, let's say, back into their system or something like that. So then basically half of them or a part of them disappear from the market. So anyway, there's all these like rules that each crypto has, and then it's a lot to wrap your head around. Yeah. So anyway, so that's just something I was looking into. That would be a separate business opportunity. Yeah, like I know someone close to me that is doing it, and so I would partner with that person probably, as long as they're open to partnering. If they're not open to partnering, that's fine. I'll just pick their brain and have them help me set it up. Then I'll just do it solo. It's fine, right? But I'll just need that initial like help from them, and then I'll pay for everything, and then yeah, it's fine. So that's that, and then I'll just set that up as a separate little business. We'll see. That's something that I'm just considering. I'm not sure yet because of the fact that Bitcoin is going to halve itself, and I think, like I said, Ethereum is going to buy back itself basically automatically and basically reabsorb some of the coins. Then, like, I don't know when, because I keep hearing that there's dates where it ends, and then there's no more or something like that, and then whatever is out there is out there. That's it. So then people are going to shift to the next most valuable coin then. right? So right now those are the top two. So there's that as well. But then some people are saying that once you break even with your rig setup, and you've already obviously made the money back, everything else is pure profit. And then you can, even if you switch to mining any other coin or token, then it's profit still, right? So I'm like, okay, that's true too. So, but then the break even point is different for everybody, and it's going to take a while. Some people's break even point can be like a year. Some people's break even point is like a few months. So it really depends on how cheap you can get the parts, is what I've learned. Yeah. But it's very popular. Like even in Canada, in my country, like there's so many people on YouTube in my country and that are doing that, and they have all these DIY videos on YouTube. I know in the States there's lots of people doing it as well. I know like in other countries as well, it's very popular. Because obviously it's been as popular since crypto took off basically in the last few years, right? So yeah. I'm sure that some people were smart enough that they started doing it in the early days when Bitcoin was just starting, and so those people are mega rich, obviously, if they've been mining it since then. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You're completely right. You need the knowledge, the technology, and the resources and the money. The barrier to entry is quite high. For the faster processors that are demand and also short supply, because every time that they're restocked, people buy them up right away because other people are trying to do this too. Um, those processors can cost basically $700 or $800 in my country, based on some other Canadian people that are doing it. And so they're saying, yeah, it's like, so if you buy one, yeah, you can mine it with one, but then you technically should buy as many as you can. And so one guy was posting, he was doing it in his apartment or something like that, and he bought four. So that's like 800 times four. That's like, 3,200 bucks. And then you have to buy the fans and like the it's called the rig, the thing, basically like the thing that allows you to put them on and like stick them together, and then all the wiring and all that stuff, right? And then you have to set it up with like cooling fans and all, and the ventilation and all that other stuff, right? So I think he said that in the end his setup was like maybe like closer to $5,000. So it's not a cheap investment, but definitely, I mean, I say that, but then of course, if you have the money, then do it. But then that would be similar. So then I go back to the idea of like, well, if I had like, I mean, I have the money, but I'm just saying, but with the money, like I would, isn't it simpler just to like play it in the stock market? Because I don't have to buy. I mean, yeah, I'm buying and trading stocks, which I already do anyway. Whereas like that, I have to set up, but that's technically a separate business, let's call it, because stock market has limited hours. They only run from Monday to Friday, excluding any holidays, and they have limited hours. Whereas Bitcoins or any cryptos, let's say, it's 24/7, and mining can be 24/7. So I can see that having its potential there, because that includes weekends and holidays and the evenings and whatever, right? Yeah. Because in a way, I'm lazy. I'm not gonna call it easy money, but I would just say I like passive income. Now, of course, with the stock market, it's not all passive. I have my main core passive portion, which is the dividends. That's the majority of my income from stocks. But then my extra bonus income, I call it, is when I flip the stocks. I buy them and I trade them. I don't do day trading, obviously, because I have a job. But when I didn't have a job, I was doing day trading. But day trading is really stressful, and I don't actually like it, and I don't recommend it to most people because it can really piss you off sometimes. Yeah, and then so I would say I would liken it to be I'm more of a swing trader, and a swing trader is more like a weekly or monthly trader versus a more daily trader. But I will look at them daily and watch the news or read the news and articles and stuff like that to know what's going on, but I won't be trading actively. And that's kind of been my model, because then like then I have my guaranteed dividends, etc. So I don't need to worry, because no matter what, I have my guaranteed so-called monthly income, and I have my real estate as well. So then, and then now obviously I have a job too. So then it's all just extra. Yeah. Okay, and then what else is there? Is it? Oh, thank you. Yeah, like I mean, it's not easy, so I was just make it clear. I don't want people to, because there's lots of people on YouTube that say that it's easy. It's not easy. Like it's maybe easy to do certain things and aspects of it, but it's not easy to get to that point. Of course, those people that are like mega like mega channels, let's call them on YouTube. Like they're obviously making money from YouTube, and that's also really good. Like there's a few that I follow from time to time, and they're really amazing people, I think. And they're making like they make lots of money from YouTube and or Twitch or any other social media. I'm not in that position, so too bad for me. But then you never know. Yeah, like one guy that I follow, he's American, Graham Stephan. Yeah, he makes $6 million on YouTube. Now he has 3 or 4 channels now, but he started with only one, and he was a real estate agent, a part-time real estate agent, doing it part-time, and then he started going viral, I think, on YouTube, and he talks about personal finance and tips. So he's more real and down to earth. He was like he's entertaining as well too, I guess, but he's not selling any scammy stuff, which I like, because other people do seem kind of scammy on YouTube. So yeah. Like there's these other ones that are like really young kids, and nothing against people being young, but they make it sound like it's so easy, and then they make it like, oh, I made this much, blah 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 blah. But I'm like, yeah, but you're making it sound like everyone can replicate that, and it's not necessarily true. Whereas Graham is more talking about like strategies and like what is more achievable, and realistically, that's just from my own experience too. It's not like an overnight thing. It's not like, oh, just because you're doing this, you can just make a lot of money right away. No, there's a barrier to entry for everything. There is time and effort and stuff that's needed. There's research. There's lots of stuff that's needed that doesn't sound sexy on YouTube, obviously. So no one likes to talk about those things. But no, the reality is, even with stocks, like there's so much involved. Like it's easy to say, yeah, I buy this and sell it and blah blah blah. That's not how it works. There's actually a lot of things involved. Taxes, tax efficiency, different accounts are treated differently, different brokerages, right? Fees, right? Lots of things, right? And then market fluctuations, obviously risk tolerance, timing, portfolios, diversification, right? All kinds of things, right? But then those don't sound sexy, obviously, and they sound too what do you call it? Like too technical, and then that will scare people off. So then obviously people say really, let's just call it simplified or dumbed down versions of things, and it's like, yeah, do this and do that and you can make so much money. No, don't listen to that BS. That's bullshit. That's not true. It doesn't how it works. Because I had a really close friend come by like recently, and she was asking me, she's like my best friend. She was asking me because she wasn't ever really interested in stocks, but recently she has been. And then she was like, just getting my opinion, and I was like telling her, and then it's kind of like a brain dump. I was telling her like everything. She was like, whoa, 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 it's going over my head, and I was of course breaking it down already to like simplified terms. And she's like, okay, and then she's learning, and I'm like, yeah, exactly. It's not like you don't learn this overnight, you know. So yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not, and well, not unfortunately, but like I wouldn't be like, here, I'm just gonna tell you everything, and then I'll just do it for you. No, that's not how I am. My analogy is, like I said yesterday too, you can teach a man to fish, right? But you can't force him to do it if he's not willing to do it, right? Basically, right? Yeah. And technically, not everyone's willing to teach the person how to do things either, and that's fine. People want to sell you the how-to, which is where the scams come in. There's not obviously there are some that are genuine, but there are a lot of them that are just scammy. So yeah, I'm not selling anything, but I'm just saying, yeah, that's just my thing. So, and then I also told her, I'm like, so don't expect that everyone's just gonna share their secrets and their strategies with you, because no one's gonna give away their secret recipe. That's the reality. Even on YouTube, people say little bits and pieces to clickbait or get views, but it's not like they're not going to tell you their secret, okay? They're not going to tell you the reality, or they're going to only focus on the positive and never tell you the negative part. Yeah. Yeah, and anyway, yeah. So anyway, that's just my thing recently. Because now that I have this new job, it's actually really refreshing because I get to collaborate with other creative and like intellectual people, obviously, and talented and skilled people, and then like it just makes me think about different things, and then also the extra income is always nice, right? And then so I'm just thinking about what I can do with it and like plans for it. Just thinking about a variety of things. Right now, obviously, the most immediate thing that I could be doing is stocks with it because I was already doing that. But then moving forward, maybe I can buy more real estate or something. Maybe that's something. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, Graham Stephan, exactly. Yeah, he's good. But I will say, to be fair and honest too, I do admire him, but at the same time, I stopped watching his videos too. But I still watch him occasionally, but I stopped because I already know a lot. Not to say that I'm super smart or whatever, but I already know a lot of the stuff he's talking about. Plus, keeping in mind, he's talking from an American context. Obviously, then I can apply it back to a Canadian context because our laws are different. But then, like, it's fine, but then my point is that's why it also inspired me to want to talk about it. But obviously, I don't expect myself to be like that, like to be as successful as him. But I don't mind still talking about it, from my own experience. So we'll see. I don't know because he also talked about it too, where it becomes really hard eventually, where you run out of topics. Because once you've talked about like certain topics and you've gone into details or answered people's questions about it, that topic is done because that's all that, right? That's why he had to expand into different channels. So I can see that too from being a content creator, even for Genshin as an example, because as you can tell, Genshin is pretty boring right now. There's nothing happening. And there's not going to be much happening in 2.3 either. Yes, Eula, Albedo, Ito, and all them are coming. Yes, we're going to get some storylines, but there's nothing actually happening. We're going to get repeat like events with, basically, right? So then like, and even Mtashed, a fellow Canadian and who's also a mega channel on Genshin, he announced that he's going to be changing up his channel too because he's bored and also there's not enough content. So there isn't enough content, right? So that's why I'm even considering bringing in a new game as well for this channel because I want to keep this channel going, but with gaming involved, right? So I'll still do Genshin, but I need to probably bring in another game to make it more interesting. So yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with content creation. You always it's stressful but also fun because you have to think about the theme and plan something, right? Now I'm very grateful that I can do all this from the comfort of my own home. I can see that people that do those ones where they have to travel, for example, if because I followed a bunch of travel channels before, and because of the pandemic, they can't travel. So then their content suffers now, right? So then I can see that too. And then, like, of course, the food channels are always interesting, but then eventually you also get bored of those too, right? Everything becomes boring. I get it. So then that's why people have to like content creators have to create other channel content. That's the other thing. Then there's the vlogging kind, and I'm never really into that because I don't. First of all, I'm not even on camera right now, so I don't even have a webcam. Yes, I know you can use your phone to do it, but then like I don't really want to do that, and I want to carry around like a GoPro, and I don't want to carry around a mic. So yeah, because some YouTubers complained and they said it becomes stressful. You have to pack all that stuff every time you go out and hope that you get images or videos and then B-rolls and all that stuff and then edit it together. I don't even edit my videos now, so I don't really like. I like easy, so just whatever is easiest. That's me. Yeah, so I'm still trying to think about how I would do my other channel because, as I mentioned, I probably have to use OBS to do that one and probably voice over. And then I don't know what I would have in the background then because right now this is PS5, so obviously there's something in the background with some music like in the background and obviously gameplay. But if I'm talking about that stuff, obviously I can't do it on PS5 then. So what I show on the screen then, right? That's my thing. And then I'm like, how involved will that be? Do I have to like create stuff on the screen then, like animations or something? I'm like, I don't know. And if I make it too technical, it's gonna bore people. Like if I'm making like graphs and charts and stuff, right? So then like I don't really know. So I really have to envision about like now Graham Stephan is different. Obviously he has a team now. He said he started off his channel by doing it himself and editing and everything himself. But then like of course after his channels blew up, he hired a team of people, and that allowed him to just focus only on thinking about the themes and topics each time. They will do all the sound and the editing for him, right? And then they will take all the footage that he films and all the images and stuff and do everything for him, right? And it will create graphs and charts and things on the screen, right? I'm just one person, obviously, just starting. Everyone starts out, just doing this on their own, so it's gonna be something that I have to figure out the strategy for. Yeah. Do you have a YouTube channel, LD, or because I know Chun Chun has one too, but he said he's just casually doing it. He's not gonna expect much from it. I visited his channel and I, commented on his videos too. But I don't know. Do you have one too? Because it's actually pretty easy to start a YouTube channel, but then at the same time, yes, doing making content consistently can be the biggest barrier. but it is fun. I will say that it is fun and it can be creative and it can make your mind think of something different that's different than what you normally would be doing during the day. Because obviously YouTube is not what I do for my job, so then it's completely different. And obviously I play this game anyway, so I might as well like combine the two together was what my thought was, you know. So yeah, yeah, you should because you're a whale. You have like whale characters and whale artifacts and weapons. You should do it and like, you know, why not? If you do, let us know, of course, and then we'll subscribe and like your videos and comment as well. And you said your PS5 as well, right? Because if your PS5 as well, it's easy. You just hit the broadcast button and link it to your YouTube channel. You have to link it once only, and then every time you broadcast, you just have to change the title and the tags, and then it's actually really easy. That's why I like it on PS4 and 5. It's easy. You just hit the broadcast button. Obviously, you have or a headset. And then there's the headset settings issue, which is what screwed me over originally for as I said yesterday. So once you figure that out, or you can ask me, I also posted a video about it too, way back in the beginning. But anyway, yeah, then you're good, you know. And then I don't know how it works in your country, but if you are able to set it up as a business or claim it as a business, then at least you can write off or claim part of the expenses as well. So yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing you'll have to do is you have to make thumbnails, and I already told you guys my secret in a way yesterday. I said I use PowerPoint, but you can use Canva, which is a very popular free app that you can download for your phone or on mobile devices or on your laptop or desktop. Yeah. Or just use it from their site. You don't have to download it if you do it from their site. Yeah. So I use PowerPoint because I am faster with it. I've done Canva. I use Canva to make my channel banner, like Fire Gaming Project. I use that. And then, yeah, so my channel banner and all that. And then, like, in terms of, like, your avatar or your, yeah, that you'll just have to either make one yourself or, like, take a picture of something. I'm not sure if you're allowed to use if you're doing Genshin, I'm not sure if you're allowed to use actual characters from Genshin as your avatar for your YouTube channel, right? Because then they don't belong to you, right? Just FYI. So my avatar on my channel, that character that you see, the guy, basically the anime guy that's wearing glasses and kind of has wavy hair and wearing a V-neck sweater. Well, I wear V-neck sweaters, and I don't wear glasses though. And my hair used to be kind of wavy, but not anymore. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of based off of me, but not really. Yeah, and then I had an artist friend of mine draw that for me, but I used that for another business that I had before. So I just repurposed that because I already own the rights to it because it's mine, right? I commissioned that, so then I'm just reusing that for the purpose of this. That's why I did. But my other friend, she's doing like cat videos, so it's easy when you're doing that. She just took pictures of her cats. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no worries. My video was actually really straightforward. It's just talking about how do you set up your mic properly for your PS5. It wasn't really set specifically about PS5 itself, and I didn't really showcase like the settings because I can't actually. Because when I go to my settings, it'll show up as a separate menu that's floating on top of the screen. It's not going to be in the video. That's why whenever I say like, oh, like when I click if I go to like my banners and then I click the history, you can't see it on screen like other players when they do it on their computer or whatever, because it actually just pops up as a separate window instead, the way that it does it in PS5. So yeah. Yeah, just look into it. I mean, it's fun and it doesn't hurt and it's free if you think about it. I mean, it's relatively free, let's say, because if you already have the PS5, you already paid for it, right? And then, yeah, I mean, if you want, or if you may already have a gaming headset of any kind, you don't have to buy the official PS5 one. You can buy whatever, right? Or if you have a headset of any kind already, then just use that. Yeah. Yep. And then what else? I mean, I thought it was really fun setting this up and doing it, and so now once you have a flow and a routine for it, you just do it. And then yeah, for me, I just do PowerPoint because I used to do graphic design as I mentioned yesterday, and I just found that PowerPoint is just a simpler, faster way to do it, and it already has the lined up file size, let's call it, for the thumbnail. So I didn't have to do anything more. If you do it in Canva, you have to like export them and redo them a little bit. It's just a few extra steps. And then screw it. So then I just do them quick and dirty. And then like I just use official images only, as you notice in my thumbnails. because MiHoYo allows us to use their images officially. So yeah, I don't use the fan arts because obviously we're not allowed to because we were never given consent or authorization to, so I don't do the fan art. I only do the official from MiHoYo's official channels. I don't do leak content, so I don't do that, obviously. And then, yeah, I'm just abiding by whatever rules, right? And then, as I showed the other day too, I turned in my settings of this game, I turned the music volume really low because we don't own the music and we're not allowed to broadcast music technically on any channel like YouTube or Twitch. So just keep that in mind. And that's not going to vary by country. That's just a flat out universal rule. So for copyright reasons. So then if you have it lower in terms of volume, then they can't. Well, I'm not gonna say they can, but then like they will be less likely to like go after you, let's say, because as long as you're talking over the music and the music is really not the focus of the video, then yeah. Because my friend who has a cat video channel, she had some music on in the background from YouTube, just random like playlist. But then like she posted some videos and then like they copyright claimed it. And then the volume, like then anyway, she had to delete her cat videos because she told me she get freaked out and then I just delete it because like it's not worth it to in that case because she was just having because she's like if you don't have music in the background it's kind of boring, right? I'm like I get it, but then like if you make the volume too loud and then you're not talking over it or having something else over it, people will easily or the company that owns the music is going to copyright claim your video, yeah. So far, that's what I've learned. I'm still very new at this too, but it's enough to get started at least, yeah. Or you can also ask Chun Chun as well, because he also does videos. I don't know if he's here right now, but next time if you see him, yeah. So yeah, just be careful of copyrights. That's all I'm gonna say. So luckily MiHoYo is pretty open about us using their images, which also makes it easier, right? Because I also heard people say that when you do other video games, depending on which company they are, they may not like it when you like stream playing their game even, or use like their trailers, which I think is kind of okay. That's weird because isn't that like equivalent to just giving them extra like coverage and like free advertising? But no, some companies don't like it, so they'll still copyright claim you even if you use their trailer even and just talk about it or a reaction video, yeah, to their like gameplay or something, or if you play their game like with I don't know how it works completely. So far, like I don't want to jinx it, but like so far MiHo is pretty good about it, so they don't go after people for playing their games, which is why I'm playing the game and on here as well. I don't know what the rules are, but I'll have to check right for each game, but yeah. Yeah, Nintendo is like that too. Nintendo is very strict. They don't like you reusing their stuff. And I think the other companies too, like I'm not sure if Bandai Namco is like that too. I know that is it Square Enix, the company that owns the Final Fantasy series, they don't like it when you do I know that one for sure. They don't like it when you do their stuff. So I don't know, but then that's not really. It's weird because I've seen some people like obviously do gameplays of like Final Fantasy games, right? So I don't know how they got around it because other people say that every time they, post content related to Final Fantasy or whatever, if they show any like trailers or any parts of it, they're gonna get a copyright claim. I don't know, so it's really hard to say. Like maybe it's hit and miss, maybe it's the way that they did it. I don't know, right? So we'd look into it, yeah. Because obviously it'd be really sucky to like let's just put it this way, like think of the theme of your video, plan it all out, like, oh, I'm going to do it this way, I'm going to talk about this, I'm going to play this, right? And then after it's posted, have the company come and like basically come after you. Then you have to delete the video. And then it's like, okay, then or if you're basing like your channel on that game and then now you can't do it, then that's going to be really sucky, right? So yeah. Yeah. So far Genshin is good, but then unfortunately also Genshin is boring right now, to be very honest. There's not much content coming. New characters aside, there's no actual content. And events that rotate through and are repeated or reskinned is not real content either, Like people don't even talk about the events anymore, really. Like they'll talk about them, sure, and the bigger channels will still get views. But then like, like come on, like what were like would I even that's why I didn't even make videos like about like the Sakuya flower thing right now. Like who's gonna care? Like honestly, So you know, like some of these small events and even the leyline like double thing, like there's no strategy to that. Like there's no reason to make videos on these things. And I didn't even bother with the whole drama with the KFC wind glider thing. I didn't even bother making a video about that. I just talked about it on my stream with you guys yesterday instead, right? But many channels I saw like today, they all or yesterday and today, they all posted a video about the drama of that, and they actually like I'm like, really? Do you need to make a video about that? It's not a big deal. But then they got lots of views out of it, obviously because they're big channels with a big following. But then I'm like, whatever. I'm not gonna bother. So yeah. Because I guess part of it is also because I guess I'm not playing this game as much too. So therefore it's like, so what if there's some drama now? Like I know that during the anniversary drama, I did a series of videos about that, and Chun was always very nice to come and comment about them. But then technically, like it's not like they were really like highly rated videos or anything like that. It's not like stuff that you can't already find already online, right? So then I'm just questioning like, is it even worth it to talk about the drama news? I don't know. Like maybe, but I don't know. Yeah. It's boring. Yeah. You're logging into the dailies and refining your character. Exactly. Exactly. And in a way, I'll be honest, it's kind of better that they just do reruns. You know why? Because then we can save money. Like I've announced to you guys, I'm not gonna bother pulling for Albedo or Eula constellations, and I'm not pulling on the weapon banner because I already have the Song of Broken Pines, and I don't care for the Summit Shaper at all. So then, yeah. Yeah, and then like Ito's weapon, I'm skipping it completely. Don't care. And then Ito, I'm still haven't decided if I actually want him or not, so that's why I'm not sure. Yeah. And then event-wise, yeah, like they're just all repeat events, right? And I didn't even bother like doing all the Serenity Pot stuff yet. I don't like there's the whole Inazuma plan that I didn't even do yet. I didn't even finish like exploring the final 3 islands yet. Seriously, I have not. And I don't even know if it's worth it. Like it is worth it, obviously, but I'm like, I don't really, because it's time consuming. Like just doing dailies and playing casually and just chatting with you guys, I think it's more fun than just like honestly. Then like I mean, yeah, it's fun exploring and doing the puzzles and stuff, but then it's also like time consuming, you know? It's already time consuming just to like farm like ores and stuff like that, right? Every day. You know, but at least now that I'm doing it this format where I'm talking to you guys while I'm doing it, then it doesn't feel like such a chore, you know? Yeah. And then speaking of which, I didn't even farm it right now on the stream because I already, like I said, I pre-farmed a little bit before the stream earlier today after the Abyss. So I'll probably do more farming of it tomorrow because I already got my 30 Mystic Ore for today, so I don't really care right now. Yeah. So I know you said that you don't watch any like movies or you haven't seen anything new lately. Do you watch like any TV shows or what kind of? I know you guys were talking about anime the other day, but like in terms of like TV shows, are there anything what's cool that you find is cool recently, or that you're interested in? Or I guess maybe what you're watching is different than what we would have access to, right? Maybe. Oh, you're only consuming YouTube content? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I consume YouTube content for the just simply for news and updates. Fine. Oh, survey and then quiz. I'll do them tomorrow. I don't really leave it. Yeah, but YouTube is good overall. So any specific things that were catching your eye recently? Like, yeah, I read before this video. What I was watching was I was watching these channels where these like I guess well there's like these South Korean like people that are like commenting and reacting to like things from like America, like videos from America. So I thought it was interesting, like TikTok challenges and stuff like that. It was just like it's nothing like major that you have to watch, but I just thought that was interesting. And then just watching people like from other countries and like some stuff that they talk about or do. Yeah, that's what I've been watching lately. And then what else is there? Like, I obviously use YouTube to watch news as well, so I'm subscribed to like business news, like different various news channels like Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg, right, and the various other ones that we would watch. And then, yeah, it's just good to know what's trending. For America, I do watch the MSNBC channels, CNBC, and all that stuff, right? Not saying that you have to do that, but I'm just saying that's what I do. And then, of course, any news like local and major news. Yeah, I follow those. Um, Other than that, no. And then like I just wanna like I always want to stay on top of what's trending because that's also important, whether for business or investing or just for interest. So yeah, yeah,
别让我
exactly.
给选了，
I think because we're
我不
older.
会有事，
Well, you're
但
still
你
younger
可
than me
能
by a
跑不
lot.
了。
But anyway, you know, like news is actually very important and informative. I will say a lot of younger people don't care for it, and that's fine. And then like I mean I'm not sure if you've watched in the past like things like American Horror Story or any of those kind of series, but I'll just share like I recently finished watching American Crime Story season 3, which is about the previous former president Bill Clinton and the affair that he had with Monica Lewinsky. I thought that was interesting, and the acting is really done well in that one. Season 2 was the assassination of Gianni Versace, the murder of him from the fashion designer. So that was interesting as well. And then season 1 was about the O.J. Simpson trial. Now, of course, these are all like American crimes. Obviously, that's what's called American Crime Story. So it may or may not be interesting to you, but they were interesting enough to me. Basketball highlights, but okay, I see. That's cool. Yeah. I don't really follow too much sports. I mean, in Canada, we follow hockey, but I'm not like that big of a hockey fan. But like when the Olympics comes, yeah, the next Olympics is going to be in February. It'll be in Beijing, and it's going to be the Winter Olympics. And Canada is a big Winter Olympics country, winter sports country. So yeah, and then like Canada is pretty okay for Summer Olympics too, but then like we're more winter focused. So that one is I'm looking forward to it. And I'm excited to see how China is going to pull off the Olympics during the pandemic because apparently people didn't think that the Tokyo Olympics were done well this year. But then that's really not fair, right? Because it's a pandemic. So, you know, it's limited what they could do, right? I think that they did good, given what they had, and they've already delayed it for a year, right? But then because of contract reasons, they had to still go through with it, even though people were protesting that they shouldn't do it because it actually increased the number of coronavirus cases in Japan, because obviously other people were coming into the country bringing possibly, the virus and the variants. So, all these things. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then American Horror Story, I will say if you do follow it, the current season that just finished airing, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't that good. It was the 10th season, and every season they do a different storyline, and it wasn't good. Mm. Like season 10, which is the one that just aired and finished, that one was split into two storylines. And the first storyline was okay only, and the second storyline was not good, in my opinion. The acting is good, but the storyline was not good. Yeah, I'm just randomly like collecting some stuff because I already farmed everything already for the day, so to speak. And then yeah, tomorrow I'll be working from home. But yeah, I'll also be keeping an eye on the stock market when the market opens in a few hours actually. And then yeah, we'll just go from there. And then it's already Friday here technically, so then I'm looking forward. Or do you have any weekend plans? Or do you do anything on the weekend usually? Nope, nothing much. Yeah, I'm like me. I'm just pretty much just staying at home. I don't really do much either. I may have some friends coming over, but that's pretty much it. And then I'll just make a few more YouTube videos, I guess, because I'm expecting that they're gonna talk about like they're gonna probably this weekend they're probably gonna announce the banners for Eula and Albedo, and we'll get to finally see if they're gonna be two sets of different 4 stars that are attached, or if it's just the same set of 4 stars but with a different 5 star attached. Right? You know, I have a feeling they're just gonna do the same set of 4 stars, so 3 of them, and both banners, and then just only Eula and Albedo are different. But you never know, maybe they're gonna be cool and make like 3 different 4 star characters for each banner. Then that's actually 6 to choose from. Well, not choose, but you know what I mean. And I don't think, yeah, and then they already announced there are no other new weapons except for the Cinnabar Spindle for Albedo and the Red Horn Stone Thresher for Ito, right? So in the coming like update, so there really isn't much to look forward to in 2.3, to be very honest with you. I have a feeling though, for the next patch onward, a lot of players are gonna drop from the game. It's gonna be like 1.4 all over again. So literally, it's the same thing. 2.4 and 1.4 are gonna be the big player drop patches. I think. I think that's what's gonna happen. Like I'll still play. I'm sure you'll still play too. But then we're already pretty casual about it already, right? So then like. But I'm pretty confident that other players that are already fed up with the game or already really bored, they're gonna drop. That's fine. And also streamers too and YouTubers, yeah, they're gonna drop. Or they're gonna switch to other games, basically. Because like I said, MTash already said that he's gonna change up his format as well. Even Tectone like brought it up today. Well, he's just using it as content really, as news content, right? So then, yeah. So that's how I heard about it. Exactly. So that's fine. But then again, there will always be new players joining the game as well, and technically there will be probably like a lot of people coming back to the game once they start bringing content again. For example, if they were to bring us like to the chasm or like Sumeru, or even like that vortex that's underneath Watatsumi Island that goes to Enkonomiya or whatever that they keep talking about in the storyline, right, for Kokomi, right? So like those are DLCs and whatever, right? So then like yeah, if they ever bring those out, then people will probably come back. But mind you, if they bring out those DLCs, such as the Chasm and the Enkonomiya Vortex, whatever place, those will just be like Dragonspine. They'll just be like one-off things that people can complete and then move on. So, I don't know. But technically everything in this game is like that, right? Like once you complete it all, then you're like stuck in the desert of no content again. If you could travel again, let's just talk about other stuff that's more interesting. If you could travel again, where would you go? Where's like your first #1 place that you want to like either revisit or like go to that you've always wanted to visit if you could travel again? Or once we can travel again, let's say. Japan? Oh yeah, that's my number one. That's my go-to place actually. I call it my happy place because I go there like usually twice a year before COVID. I think one a year, one of the years I went there like 3 or 4 times. But yeah, my favorite place. I've been to basically most of the places already. All the famous places I've been to already, whether they're like the really touristy ones or even like the more local ones that people don't know about, I've been to them. And I've been to like a mixture of places, like from really fancy and expensive to like really casual and really cheap to really urban and metropolis to the countryside and rural. Oh yeah, I love those.
该出发了。
And I still go back every time. So yeah, and then like there's always something new that I always find every time I go, whether it's food or like something to look forward to. I love it. I recommend. So yeah, so for me it would be the same. If once we can travel again, that will be my number one place to go, and I will definitely go. And every time I go, I usually spend like minimum 2 weeks there. First of all, because the flight is a long flight from here to there, and secondly, because when I arrive, because of time zone differences, I lose a day, and then when I come back, I gain back a day. But then anyway, there's all these like logistical things, right? So just to maximize my experience, I make sure that I stay at least 2 weeks. Yeah. I think the longest I stayed there was like a month. I would love to stay longer, but then obviously back then I had that was before I did my so-called retirement, and then I had a job obviously. So a month was the maximum that we could take for vacation at that time, like altogether consecutive. So that's what I did. But then after, but yeah, but then you can take more than like depending on the job, they allowed us to take other vacations. Like so you can take like at that job, I could take 1 month in like consecutive, and then maybe like another 2 weeks like later in the year or something. So that's how I was able to go like multiple times a year. Yeah.
该出发了。
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've never been to New Zealand or Australia. I would love to visit. I hear there's other great things. Obviously, it's tropical and beautiful there. And right now, it would be summer for you guys. It's winter here. So, I mean, yeah. But then at the same time, it's also a very long flight. I think it's even longer than Japan for me because I have to change. I think we have to stop over in like Hong Kong or one of those other Asian countries and then switch, right? From here to there. I think that's how it works.
该出发了。起。
Yeah, multiple flights. Yeah. Obviously, if I was gonna go to Australia, I would I'd make sure that I maximize my time as well. I'd probably like stay for 2 weeks as well, or 3 weeks. And then I would probably, or maybe even like travel to different places around there, such as New Zealand is included, right? Because it's already on that side of the world, might as well, right? Yeah. Versus like going back again, like on a separate trip to like then do the remaining places. No, I'd probably have to do it like that, just for efficiency purposes, right? And similar to you, if you ever were to come to Canada, you'd have to take multiple flights too. You'd probably have to do, I would imagine, same thing then. Coming back, you'd probably have to like stop over in Asia somewhere, probably like Hong Kong or Singapore, like the bigger gateway city countries, areas, and then you would have to then fly either direct to Canada from there, because then there are lots of direct flights, um, from Hong Kong or Singapore, or yeah, basically Hong Kong or Japan, I guess, here, direct ones, and then yeah, so that's what you probably have to do. Not to say that you would come, but I'm just saying if you were, it would be the same as me going there. It would be the same. I would have to still stop in Asia first and then transfer down to Australia. Oh well. In the meantime, in a way, it's similar to the whole like, rerun and situation and filler patch situation in the game, right? Because we can't travel right now, so to speak. Well, I mean, you can, but with restrictions. Because we can't right now, we're in a way, we can save money. So similarly, because there's not much to do in the game, we can save money because we're not actually going to pull for anything, technically, or like spend any money in the game. So that's also a plus if you think of it that way. And then, like, if you were to go to Japan, would you want to only go to Japan, or would you also go around Asia, like a tour, like to go to like Korea or like Taiwan or like Hong Kong or other places around there, or would you want to just devote to a trip to just Japan and then do those other places like another time? Oh, don't worry. I'm already, as you know already, I already finished all my stuff. So I'm just, the only thing that's keeping me going is just chatting with you right now. But then technically, I'm probably gonna end this soon too. So maybe now's a good time actually. If you're gonna go eat, then maybe that's fine because there's no one else that's talking to me right now. It's just you. So that's perfect. It's fine. I'm not like tired or anything. But I think yeah, it's a good time to maybe let's just end it here and we can continue the conversation on the next stream or something, right? So it's about 3:15 a.m. here. So I think yeah, maybe it's a good time to end it here and then I'm gonna go to bed and then wake up in a few hours, look at the stock market, and then start my job. Yeah. All right. So you go eat and enjoy the rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for chatting with me. Have a good one.